Good afternoon, everybody, and how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. For everyone that's your first time viewing the channel, thank you for watching and thank you for tuning in today. Today I'm going to cover April in review. There's been some news that have come through my country's national governing body, USA Taekwondo, in reference to coaching, in reference to the state championships, and in reference to new, I guess, reward system that's going on. It has been a very interesting first 5 months, starting in January with the US Open that happened in January. I've noticed that there have been some very dramatic announcements and changes that have come about over these last few months. One of the most interesting to me is the new coaching pool. If you want to follow up and do some more reading on the article, just go to Team USA / USA Taekwondo and go to the coaching dynamic article that they have there. It's fairly recent. The date on that article is April 20th. The name of the article is Team USA Taekwondo Coaching Revolution Continues. One thing I notice about it is they're making very bold moves in wanting to have coaches in all 50 states. I don't know if they're going to have it in their territories, Puerto Rico, Guam, but at least for the lower 48, Alaska, and Hawaii, they're looking to, have a more diverse row of coaches. That in itself shows that the evolution in this modern arc of Taekwondo, sport Taekwondo in this country, may be looking up. If you look at other sports, especially competitive sports like Taekwondo, Olympic style sports, you do have a broad coaching system. That coaching system is one that I think is needed now, because we have to look at the fact that I do believe, if a coach hadn't had much success with athletes, you should understand and know that. It shouldn't just be a situation where you take an athlete that has a little bit of potential and then you just, set them up to fail, and you really don't help them develop as an athlete or progress further in the sport or in competition. One thing I was glad to see also, if you check out the USA Taekwondo site, is the schedule is a lot more broader for USA Taekwondo now. They have listed the Grand Prix now. They have listed the Youth Olympic Games. They have listed sanctioned events that, were missing, at least from observation, over the last 3 years. It's good to see that someone's listening and someone's basically trying to put their best foot forward. I'm still waiting to see how this is all going to shake out. It's going to be the first year of also the quote new ranking system. That ranking system, I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how they work that matrices out, because when you read up on how the new ranking system for the United States is going, your points comes in a few varieties, a few flavors. One is, say for instance, if you're in a larger state championship, say you're in a state like Texas or California or say North Carolina or somewhere like that, Florida, matter of fact, that has a lot of people that show up, your points, or the points you get, is increased by the number of people who are in the tournament. Say for instance, take Georgia here. There was maybe 2 people in certain categories. Even if those 2 people fight and one takes gold, one takes silver, you would think, well, he or she took gold, they're going to get a high number of points. Nah, when you look at the ranking system and the new ranking chart they have on the USA Taekwondo website, USA TKD, that is, it's a bit interesting to see how just about everyone listed that has gold medals, the point spread is so diverse. It also, I find interesting when you look at this ranking, how as for state events, events inside the United States. They had listed up about, if you have an event that's actually, say, U.S. Open, President's Cup, and then, state championships, U.S. Nationals, and then other sanctioned events. What I find interesting about the way they did the points, now I realize there are some of the long faithful that, show up to different events in the past. One kink I hope they work out this next time is if everyone is starting pretty much in 2018 and there hadn't been but maybe U.S. Open, depending on if you went to state championship, U.S. team trials, yeah, really depending on how you were able to get there, 2, maybe 3 events so far that are supposed to be high ranking in the United States to get points. I look at that point spread, I'm like, that's kind of interesting, seeing as that you got a person that didn't want to go medal in the U.S. Open that has so many points when you look at their ranking or the new ranking system. But maybe they work that out. The next thing that I'm going to touch on is the announcement of the 2019 Nationals in Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's going to be a very, very interesting trip, to say the least, because Minnesota is beautiful. I don't know if anyone's from there. If you're from there, leave a hey, I'm from Minnesota down in the comments, or Minneapolis in particular. That's going to be a good trip. That should be a very, very, very nice place to have an event. This year, of course, we're in Salt Lake City, Utah, which in and of itself, Salt Lake is a big, wide, if you're into nature type place, great place to be. I also got a chance to talk to a few people from Minnesota who compete from Minnesota, and they're turning cartwheels because I want to say, not this weekend, next weekend, their state championship, which is one of the last state championships of the year, is going on. So that's going to be interesting for them to have the state championship, then turn around and have the U.S. National Championship there also. One thing I wish that would happen this year is the individuals who medaled 2017, if they would officially to increase that competition number like they did last year. Say, okay, you want to medaled 2016 or 2017, you can expect 2018. I don't know if they're doing that. I don't think they're officially doing that. I think they're taking their chances with the showing from the state championships, which is okay. Nothing's wrong with that. That's cool. It's just that you have to look at, if, say, for instance, you didn't get injured, but let's just say you didn't feel like traveling to, say, Texas or Iowa or something like that, and you medaled last year. It's interesting that that qualification that was there is something that no one's really talking about now. Once again, it's one of the things we'll see in the next couple of days, couple of weeks, because July, we're in May right now. July is coming right around the corner. So, it'll be one of those things interesting to see how that all plays out, how it all works. Now, the new recognition and reward program. According to the article named USA Taekwondo Launches Recognition and Rewards Program dated April 26th, that's 2018, starting with the Salt Lake City National Championships, which is this year, 2018, they're going to start naming, quote, all-American athletes. Now, okay, fine. That's cool. My thing with that is that as you read the article, it jumps around a little bit. It says, in addition to returning national champions from 2018 are going to be named to that All-American team. Well, like I just said, you medal 2006.